Hello everyone, I am Palpatine 001 aka the Senate, and we are here with Cities Skylines 2, Manukau Ranges, and 200,000 people. So the question is, are we there? Is this it? Or is this really just the beginning? Oops, that was a tree. And what I mean is 200,000 in Cities Skylines 1 or 2 is considered quite large for cities getting up at this level. This would be my third largest city ever built in the time since I've played the Cities Skylines series 10 years ago. The biggest was Manukau in Cities Skylines 1, where we were at 384,000. The second biggest is sorry for the vertigo. And there's one of the new bridges, just there. So yeah, 384,000 was Manukau in Cities Skylines 1. Then the next biggest would be Cape Solaria here in Cities Skylines 2 at 300,000. And then currently we have Manukau Ranges again in Cities Skylines 2 at 200,000. So most of my cities would go up to about 180,000, and then something like a new DLC or something would happen, then I'd have to go into a new city. So to push the 200k mark and go beyond, and even to get to the 300k mark, is rare, unique, and an achievement. But I would also say it's just the beginning. To the left there is Solarian Island, which we will be developing in 6.0. Goes out another ship, so we are heavily exporting now. Those are the islands, which we'll do in, I believe it's 8.0. 7.0, I've already built the airport, but we'll do the east side, which is on the other side of where you can see the city centre and the city centre towers. We're basically going to the port from the northern end. So Solarian Island will be the home of things like the central bank, the central city or regional hall, and other stuff to go around that. Coming around, you can see the cruise ships as well. So he's empty, so he's not importing, so it looks like he's going to be exporting out as well. So the export system is working, the cargo system is actually working. But anyway, yeah, so 200,000 I would say is just the beginning. For me, as a player IRL and who's played the Cities Skylines series since 2015, 10 years ago, and the SimCity series before that, getting up to large city remarks, so technically as soon as your city goes above 100,000 in CS1, CS2, your city would be deemed large and maturing out. It's pretty straightforward for me. I can get up to 100,000 quickly. In one of my other videos and even in the blog post, it went from 28,000 to 68,000 in one standard hour. Real life. So I can get to push the 100 easy and get up to 150 straightforward. When you get up to 200,000, the real challenge begins. So yes, 200,000 celebration. There's the Golden Gate Bridge. It's the city centre. So 200,000 is definitely a celebration because it's quite an achievement to push this, and then definitely try and get to 300,000. But it's also just the beginning, because this is where you've now got mature cities in action. So you've got the established part of the cities, which have to be retrofitted and urban renewal. You've got and all the intricacies of the mature city interacting, while you're still probably doing city expansion somewhere on the edges, as you need more industry and the residents to support that, and so on and so on and so on. So it's, and all this while, again, you've got the existing city, and it all trying not to fly apart. So under the Golden Gate Bridge, that motorway is actually now functional because we've connected it up to Sierra, that big double-decker bridge you saw earlier, so it is now functional. So yeah, third largest city to date. We'll push it, we'll see if we can. It all depends on my rig and how the game's agents set it up. We'll try and see if we can get to 300,000. We'll see if we can get to 400,000, my first ever 400,000 city. but you've just always got to be conscious of mods, DLCs, so on and so on and so on. We are on the ship that's coming in from the north, going into the port, which is on the southern side of the city. So there's the city centre back there, Golden Gate Bridge. So it is actually quite picturesque. So where next? Well, as I said, we're going to do 6.0 Solarian Island, where the central bank and the main city will regional hall is, and we'll work on that island. Then in 7.0 we will do the east side of Manukau River. Now I've already built the airport just to kick the age limits over, and we'll do the east side. So once the ship docks in, I'll take you over to the island, Solarian Island, the east side, to show you where I've done some development already to kick start it off. And then 8.0 is the Bay of Islands, which is all these little islands here. And then 9.0, when we push that far, we'll be linking up in the ranges, which I'll also show you as well. It's good when we come out of this. There's the port now. Now the port is in location next to Wiri Town, which is where the city was founded. And then it's spread out to Kaimai Valley, which is where those cruise ships are going. Kaimai Valley, then over to the city centre, and Manukau Way, and the riverside. Then we went over to Manukau Island, and then onto the east side, and then we came back over to the Highlands. So you can see the city goes in quite a interesting fashion, and we are exporting quite a lot. Those ships are coming out full. So yeah, that's where we'll be going. 6.0, Solarian Islands, Manukau River, east side and 7.0, 8.0 is the Bay of Islands, and yeah, as I just mentioned earlier about we're coming up to technically where the city was founded. There's another ship. Now, is she importing? Yeah, she's coming in. So we are importing and exporting depending what they're carrying and what's required. Now, let's get this ship to dock, and then we'll pop over and we'll mark out where the city was as we founded it. But interestingly, when the last patch came out, 1.3.1, I believe, someone will correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. Oh, we're busy with the shipping. Oh, by the way, it is actually night time in the game. It's about 10 o'clock, but I've got daylight mode on at the moment so you can see what's going on. It's much easier to see when I tour the city. But then again, I also do a night tour of the city as well, and it is spring. Now, when the patch came out, and City Planner and Jumbo Pixel both picked this up, YouTube content creators themselves, is fish shows up, but we can't do anything with it. Now in CS1, fishing came out with one of the DLCs. I think it came out with Industries, and you could set up fishing villages to different types of fish depending on the water geographies, fast flowing, deep, shallow, and so on. But you could also set up fish farms and seaweed farms. It looks like with the Port and Bridges pack they're going to try it again here to some smaller scale, because when I go to the port and any cargo station, you see fish come up, but we can't do anything with it. So we're coming in now to the port. Oh no, that ship was actually exporting out, so we are both importing and exporting quite significantly, which geothermal power plants and water treatment plant, wastewater treatment plants was incineration. So this is where the rubbish, and this is the one of the two main city utility areas. The second one is on the Manukau River east, along the Manukau River side, which I'll show you when we do the grand tour. It's Wurry Town in the back, coming up to the port. So yeah, fish shows up, but we can't do anything about it yet. So obviously there's going to be a bit of a key giveaway there. That when the bridges and ports DLC comes out, we're going to have things like it's going to have quays, promenades, and it looks like the fishing industry is returning. Well, a mod has come in that's unlocked partially the fishing industry. So we'll set up some fishing industry, and then probably expand the industry because we need the processing plants. Here we come, coming in. And yeah, it looks like we can have fish as not only a food source, but also something to export or import as well. There we go. And obviously he's going to probably load up with, well, hopefully he loads up with exports. Here's one of the new, just before we shoot over, so we've just basically followed the path round. You can see the ship going back out. He's exporting. We're exporting vehicles. Curious. Oh, is he not going to export out? Yes, he is. He's exporting. No, he is. He's going to be full load. He's exporting machinery, timber, and convenience food. Oh, that's a first. Usually I have massive deficits with convenience food, and we actually got a surplus. You know, I'm running subsidies on this. Wow, commercials at full power. Convenience food. That is, are we actually for once in our life overrunning? Well, shock me. This is usually way up here in the red. I think the industry in that's been ganked around a bit, so I think there must be another, when that patch comes out, how this is going to work. But exporting McDonald's. Go figure. Go figure indeed. So yeah, I'll do daytime view and nighttime view. So yeah, here, here's one of the new bridges. This is a double-decker highway, in this case subway, over here. So I have been building the new assets that came out of the other. This is subway, heavy rail, again, highway. Just that Solarian Island. And then way over here is, that's very high up. This would have been damned if I could, but unfortunately the river on this side and I can't get access, won't let me do it. This is the rail line that's going to connect up to here. You can see a train coming in. So if we were to go to the highways, yeah, you can see that this has of course been modded, but this is the original there. I don't think it shows up in any of the roads. Nope. And then on the rail side, so as I stop doing the old famous going backwards and forwards, shows up there, and then of course you go into actually, that would be a good point. The keys. And piers. So, yeah. Right. I suppose we better do the grand tour of the city, but I'll do it both daytime and nighttime of where it all started and where it's all going. So yeah, I'll go to the port. So yeah, fish shows up. In fact, it's now gone into that because I now have the mod where we can do, I'm going to pause this now. Oh shoot, the ships are busy as, probably because it's all stepped up. Ah, okay, you can go large and small now. That's good. So that must be another. I wonder if that's tied to a mod or another one that's just come out. Don't remember seeing those. Oh, I don't think I've got a tiny cargo ship at the moment. I wonder if that got updated in the mod. Yeah, these are all big boys. Yeah, okay. Didn't realise we could change cargo. I know you could change aircraft. Didn't realise you could change cargo ships. Wow, okay. Wonder if that's part of the mod or just way things are. See, I have to now check cargo now because cargo is now running. So it's like, oh well, as we do our 200,000 celebration video, and before we jump into 6 video, we discover something new every day. I can apparently change my ships. That one's okay, that's a bit of... So that's rather interesting. Oh, learn something new every day. Now, let's go turn this back on for a second. Yep, we can do it. In fact, we could do it in a couple of places. So yeah, fishing now shows up. So industry, extractive. Yep, there it is. So apparently, for this, okay, you don't want it interfering with oh, don't do that. Yeah, can't cross into a shipping though. That's a case of no shit, Sherlock. We're going to be catching 100 tons of fish, of fisk. Okay. And we need a road to service it. Don't usually like crossing cargo lines, but because it's just one. It's not going to be too much of a hindrance. Haha. Yeah. Quirks of the game. Okay, what I'm gonna... I'll keep it on absolute. Okay, so we've got our Fisk, and it will be interesting. I don't think the clean zones pick it up yet. No, so it's going to have to be straight out. The wind's blowing the opposite direction, so it's not going to be the worst thing in the world. Let's make sure there's no traffic lights there. You can hear it's night time. Oh, you mightn't be able to hear it. I can definitely hear it in my headphones. Technically don't need warehousing because it's already there. We'll let it rip in a minute. Actually, no, I'll let the simulator go. So yeah, our first area with apparently fisk. Fish. I'll actually let it rip. And yeah, apparently we're good to go. Congratulations, we have fishing in the City Skylines too. That will be interesting to see how the mods pick it up. Oh, nope, there we go, and it has scaled accordingly. Yeah, one person, and we're producing. One person. That'll be the realism mod. Hasn't quite calculated it yet. Uneducated. I shouldn't. Not enough employees, my backside. Oh well, if I remember Forrest Gump, well, that was a two-man operation. Well, there we go, folks. We've got fish. I don't think he's in yet. No, because it's got to go and pick someone first. Oh, congratulations, we've got fisk. And mod does allow for... Oh, steel. Okay. Oh, there we go. Fish to reduce food. So that will be coming off the back of importing. Just going to run through. Oh, no, we've got a warehouse. That's a warehouse because he's storing fish. These might be all empty at the moment because... Apparently we're exporting chooks, folks. We're exporting chooks. Or it's going to sit or it's going to sit there and act as a warehouse waiting for it to take it back out. Fun and games. This is a very interesting 200,000 video celebration. 23 minutes and I'm still yakking away about fish and boats. Anyway, let's get starting well going. So, the city was established through Wurry Town, and Wurry being the industrial complex. So it was established in the and with this utilities and so on. It was established through here. By the way, also I think one of the mods is you can now export your surplus material from recycling. We then extended into the point because why not? It's a gated community as well. That's still bugged. And then we extended over into Kaimai Valley, which is all developed up nicely, and Manukau Ranges Harbour. We had to redo this here because the bridge used to do this over, got rid of it, and the traffic's been flowing better ever since. After that, we did cross into the city centre, which was a big piece of work because we also brought on side Riverside and Manukau Way, which is the university district. Then we jumped over to Huntley. The airport would have also gone in. We also did the River Islands, Manukau River. Then we jumped back, so you can see I go backwards. Then we established the Highlands. Which is a bit more farming, as well as a town and more industry. Did I actually, and also a paper factory? No, did I actually whack in a big, yeah, the big incineration plant is up here. Then we would jump back down this end to establish more parts of the river junction. But at the same time, we also, and this was done off screen, and this will lead into 7.0. We did Manarewa, which is, this establishes up here. And we also did Manukau River North. This is going to form the east side, so they will come up here and it'll connect the highway and rail system up to each other. I also put in the airport just to get the population moving along, which actually kicked us over 200,000. And then finally, this has been done off screen, developed up Taranaki, which is oil, and also things like fuel, chemicals, and established more farming, the oil fields, and some more heavy and extractive industries, and I think I even did forestry. Did I do forestry? That would be interesting. Did I actually put forestry in this time? Down here? No. No, I don't think I did put forestry in. All of it's farming, oil or extractive. Because you've got the big oil refinery, the chemical plant, and the fuel plant, which is surrounded by a lot of grain. Because the fuel plant's unique as it requires grain, excuse me, to do petrochemicals. Well, at the same time, you've got the chemical plant that uses crude oil to produce minerals and chemicals, and then the oil refinery, which produces petrochemicals, chemicals, and plastics from it requires petrochemicals and chemicals to produce plastics. So it actually is reliant on this one. That's as the workers get there. So that is how the city has established this. Now we'll bring it back into its true self, i.e. gameplay. Give it a second. Oh, and then finally started doing the establishment of Solarian Island, which is going to be our next one in 6.0. So Solarian Island is this big piece, which the bridge runs underneath. You can see I've actually connected the highways up. Importing coal. So yeah, we'll be working in here. The Bay of Islands is technically this set of islands here. And that comes up much later. So with Solarian Island, you can see I've established the central bank, the big district hall, so that's the big central hall. And we've got some basic stuff to get us going off the ground, and we do have public transport, both subway and railway, functioning. And which also begs the question, did I actually put it in? I don't know if I did. That would be a bit of a stink if I didn't. Or she relying... Or she absolutely relying on from the mainland. Looks like it's relying on the mainland. Fix that quickly. I thought I actually had put one in. We'll just put in a logistics center. That'd probably be the best one. And contain them to do the island only. And oh, those helicopters are annoying. Where is it? Train going back out. It's night time at the moment, so I don't expect it to be that busy. Oh, you can see one of the new bridges. And let me just check the other side. The ambulance has been dispatched. Tram on the move, buses on the move because we're in the city centre, and then the transit mall. Pedestrians, ugh. That's all the buses going up. Seems to have picked up a bug here at the moment. I do not want to demolish these out because we don't have the demand. I am just wondering if it's really picked up a bug and it's just not wanting to clear. Let me see if I can just find. Oh, he's all the way over there. It's on the next to the thing. Anyway, this is what the city looks like from the nighttime point of view. So if I was to take it back up, take that off. That's what she looks like at night, which is always quite spectacular. Spectacular to see. The moon's currently up, and there's the galaxy arm, but unfortunately it's behind a bit of cloud at the moment. So that's. Oop, that's the water treatment water plant I can hear. So that is what the city is like at night. I think it's about 1 AM in the morning in the game. Where are we? I come up to the Highlands. And that's all the aircraft. Basically, the city as a whole. Unfortunately, we can't see the galaxy tonight because there's a bit of cloud in there. That's okay. But that is where we currently are for 200,000. And here is to 100,000 more as we get up to 300,000. So, as we finish it off, 6.0 will cover Solarian Island. 7.0 will cover basically up to here as we move along here. And 8.0 will cover the islands. Oh, of course, I'll do things like Taranaki and the junction off screen just to support moving things along. I know there's way more people that can fit into that, but that's the restrictor coming in. $200,000. Basically just the beginning as we try and keep the city together. We're doing so far so good. And as I said, hasn't totally gone to peanuts on us, but I think we're doing well for where we are as we do push up to the 300,000 and see if we can exceed my largest ever city, which was done in CS1. I am Palpatine001, aka the Senate, and this is 200,000 Sims living in Manukau Ranges, City Skylines 2, as we get ready for 6.0 developing up Solarian Island. Oh, and it's actually currently just gone into summer, so we're now in summertime. Fun, because it's winter here at the moment. Take care everyone, and just remember, plan safe, build safe, and as always, use transit. Better for the city.